Hello, welcome back to one of our entrepreneurial training section. Today we shall be treating how to prepare tiger nut milk. My name remains Prince Yemi Kasali, and if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, please do. And also try and follow us on Facebook if you're yet to. Today we shall be treating how to make tiger nut milk. Tiger nut milk, it's a wonderful healthy milk for home use, and also we can endeavor in using this to create wealth for ourselves by creating this for sales. You can start producing this, brand it, and sell it, or you can just produce and sell it locally by using empty containers to market it. You can also create more wealth by branding it properly by getting some container, getting some stickers on your container, and sell this. Although you can decide to prepare your tiger nut milk alone without adding any other thing, it is very healthy and good. But you can also, if you are selling, you can also make about 2 or 3 brands by adding one other 2 things to it. Leave people to select what they want. Things that we can add that are similar to tiger nut milk is turmeric. Then we have ginger, dates, and garlic. They have similar benefits. They have similar health benefit, and it goes along with it. But apart from that, there are spices that could be added, especially garlic and ginger would add some little spice to it, but not everybody wants it. So you can have a plain tiger nut milk, then you can now have tiger nut milk with ginger and garlic, or with ginger and turmeric, just anyhow. Or you can decide to make all these like I did and have your tiger nut milk separately. So let's go to the benefits, the health benefit. Tiger nut good in protein, carbohydrate, vitamins like vitamin B, C, and E, then minerals like calcium, copper, zinc, potassium, iron. It also contains health-friendly oils like the one we have in olive oil. Tiger nut milk without adding sugar is also good for diabetic patients. Then it also contains fiber and protein, which helps in losing weight. It's an antioxidant. It also protects the body against aging and diseases like cancer and heart disease. It contains calcium. It makes the bone stronger. It also contains anti-inflammatory properties. It also cure constipation. That's the general benefit of tiger nut. So when you drink this daily, you know what you'll be adding into your system daily. So you can also do this by selling this and letting people know why they need to have it daily instead of taking soft drinks or beer or alcohol. Then ginger also have similar benefits, but generally it reduces sugar levels, so it controls diabetes, and it also control indigestion. That means it helps the system to digest our food, which is one of the major reasons why most people fall ill when we have excess cholesterol in the system due to indigestion. So when the system digests the food properly, you have a sound health. So turmeric also prevents cancer. It also boosts the immune system. Then it lower cholesterol. So most of these things are working in hands, like almost the same benefits. So that is why we can combine them together. Then we also have garlic. Garlic also reduces blood pressure. It lower cholesterol. It makes our skin glitter because it's an antioxidant and also an antibacterial and antifungal. So it also reduces the heart disease because it lowers cholesterol and blood pressure. So it helps boost the immune system and reduce the severity and length of cold and flu symptoms. That means it helps against cold and flu. Then it enhances athletic performance. No wonder some people use it for sex. So because it makes you more energetic. Then it makes the bone stronger. Then it improves memory. So these are things that we should be using in our old age to make our bones stronger, to make us active. Then also helps in improving memory, because at old age there is tendency of losing memory. Then we have dates. It's high in fiber, so that means it helps reduce weight. It's also a very strong disease fighter because of the antioxidants in it. It improves the brain health. It also helps in promoting natural labor, and we also use it for natural natural sweetener. So for example, when you're producing your tiger nut, due to excess water, it might not be as sweet as it should be. But if you put more date in it, because date is very sweet, if you put more date in it, it increases the sweetness. So we will not be adding sugar. And in this production, we are not even adding sugar. You don't need to add sugar to it. Instead of that, we add more date. So date is also a natural sweetener. It sweetens our drinks without having any disadvantage. So let's go into the preparation proper. But before we do that, if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, please do. Back to the preparation proper. These are our materials. We are having our tiger nuts, as you can see them. That's how tiger nuts looks. Then we'll be adding date. This is date. This is our garlic. We have two types of garlic. We have the local one and we have the imported one. The imported one is the one I'm using here. Then we have our ginger. So that's our ginger. Then we need to peel these things. So we've peeled our turmeric. After peeling the turmeric, that is what we have. Then we also peeled our garlic. After peeling our garlic, that's what we have. Then we peeled our ginger also. That's what we have after peeling the ginger. Then this is our date. We split them into two in order to remove the seed. These are the seeds. They are very strong. They cannot be blended. So the best thing is to remove them. Then we have our nuts. So we'll be rinsing everything. We'll pour water into our tiger nuts and try to rinse them properly. Some people would always soak their tiger nut for about a day or two in order to make it softening, so that the shell can be soft enough so that it can blend well. All these will reduce the numbers of shafts that we'll be having, so will make us have more quantity and more creamy production. But because I'm doing it at home for home use, so instead of going through a lot of stress, so I have to just prepare it at once like I'm doing now. But if you want to do it, or you want to get more quantity out of this, then please soak for about a day or two. Then that softens the shell very well, so that when you're grinding, it reduces the shaft. More of the shell will go along with the production. I'm still washing my tiger nuts. Now pour water into the other mix. Tiger nut is the male milk, so the ones we are adding to it is just to spicing it up, although they have similar health benefits. So I will rinse that and pour it to rinse again. So I'm rinsing the other one, that is the turmeric, the garlic, the ginger and the dates. So I'm putting it into the other mixture in order to rinse properly again before I make use of it. Note, I have rinsed the tiger nuts before now, because the tiger nuts will be more dirtier than the other one, because I just peeled those ones, but the tiger nut was not peeled, so the surface is what is exposed to dust and dirt. So I take it out of water, and the reason why I did this is just not to have some sand below. That is why I put it in a filter, so that the sand goes off. So then I'll be adding it into my grinder. I'm making use of grinder. Blender might not be able to grind it properly, I don't know, but I'm using grinder. But if you're doing large scale production, go and grind it outside. You go and use what we use for grinding pepper outside for it, and if you have the money, buy the grinder at home, so that you'll be producing without stress. And you know, if you really want to make it a good business and you're producing in a large form, then you need to do that. So we pour water into it in order for it to grind well. Please, if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, I'm begging you, please do. It helps us know that we are doing the right thing and be part of our first 1,000 subscribers. Please do. So we started grinding, and that's it. The socket is shaking a little bit, so that's why it's going on and off. Okay, I think it's properly placed now. So our grinding have started. You see, it gets slow because there isn't much water, and that might even spoil the grinder. Because if you're grinding anything, make sure you have more water so that the movement keeps going. If the blender is not blending well, is finding it difficult to roll, then the engine of the blender might go spoiled. So that is why I'm pouring more water into it, then put it on to blend more. It's rolling better now. We allow it to keep grinding while we watch. while we watch closely. Now what I'm doing is this is our milk, but it's still full of shaft. So these are these are tiger nut milk, but the shaft is still there. We are yet to have what we want, so I'm adding more water in order to see if it can grind more, because we want lesser shafts. We want the lesser shaft that gives us more quality milk. So this is our milk. It's better than the former one. It's a little better than the former one, but this is still not what we want. See, I'm tasting it and it's cool, but this is still not what we want. We want something more watery with less shafts. So what I'm doing is this, because I need more water in it, I have to split it into two. So I put some in another container, then pour more water into it, then grind. So we are pouring more water into this, then we will be grinding. So it's grinding more faster, and as you can see, it's more watery. And if we look at this, we'll be having lesser shafts in it. So let it keep rolling. Let's see our production this time. So this is our productions. As you can see, this is more milky. Wow, this is what we are talking about. So that's that. So we do the same to the second batch. Wow, see the way it looks. Because the container cannot contain that, instead of adding too much water, then I left the remaining there, then pour the second batch into it, and I'll be adding more water also. So we'll be blending this again so as to have the second batch. We keep grinding, so we grind the second batch in order to have something similar or better than this. But if we are grinding, if we really want to maximize this, what we need to do is we need to pour it, sieve it, then pour the shaft back with little water. So we keep repeating that again to have maximum quality, so as to maximize quantity of nut in it. So what I'm doing is I'm just sieving it, and what I did is I have to separate milk. Just because I want to use it at home, I am having to separate milk. What I mean to separate milk is this: the first batch here, I just kept it aside. Then the shaft, I poured water in order to rinse to get the milk in it. I kept that one aside. So that one will be batch A, batch B. So the first one will be more creamy than the second one. But if it is going to be for commercial use, you might not need that. All you just need to do is to extract your milk out of it. Then what you would have done is this: after getting the first batch, you pour this back into the grinder, put more water, then grind it again. So this is the first batch. That's the most quality batch. So instead of me pouring water into this and trying to get the second batch, what you just do is pour that back into the grinder, put more water, then grind again till you are sure that the shafts are not much, until you are sure that the shaft is not really having any milk in it. So this is our production. So this is our production. So I'm pouring water into the second to the shaft and trying to see if I could get more milk out of that, or which I will be getting more milk out of it, because it's still very creamy, as you can see. So that's that. I keep trying to stir it with my hand. The spoon is not stirring as much as I want. Then I'm trying to squeeze the water, the milk, out of the shaft, so till you're sure that you don't have much milk in it. And this is my milk, as you can see, very milky. You can start producing this for home use. It's important that we try and do this. It's good if you can be drinking this daily. We might not need to give ourselves much medication if you are doing this daily. We can do this every weekend, keep in the freezer or in the fridge, and if you don't have one, you can just drink it every weekend. But if you have freezer or fridge, just keep it in the freezer and, take it once a day, or you can just start business with this. This is a very wonderful thing. It's what people are looking for. We have a lot of people who knows the value but do not have the time to produce this, do not even know how to produce it. So all you just need to do is produce for sales. You can visit secretariats, you can visit schools, you can visit places where people that would value it are. We have a lot of learned people who understand it, who understand the benefit, but does not have the time to produce it. And those are your customers. And even if they do not know the value, explain the value to them. Let them know what it takes or why they need to take this daily. Thank you very much. My name remains Prince Yemi Kasali, and please subscribe to our channel if you're yet to do so, and also follow us on Facebook if you are also yet to do so. Thank you.